Today, I am going to walk you through what I think are the 5 nades you need to know on every map in CS2. It can be any combination of smokes, mollies, flashes, T-side, CT side, whatever I think are just the nades you have to know and you will get the most value out of. All right, we're gonna do Anubis first because it's really easy and I think y'all need it the most. So the set smokes we're gonna throw every round on T side are mid and E box, and they are both thrown from this doorway right here. For mid, you're gonna get into the right side and you're gonna count these notches 1, 2, 3, jump throw. For E box, you're gonna get in the left side and then you're just gonna go on the first notch right here, jump throw. So the mid smoke is going to give you an instant pop that basically makes it that any opper who's trying to play this angle fast is going to get shut out and they have to peek around the door or HE it. And the E-box smoke is just going to basically give free control to the T's through canals in the early round, because when the E-box player gets down here, they're sort of just trapped in. And they either have to wait it out or HE it and flash through and make a set play, or yeah. All right, so next up, I'm gonna show you A site util, because I do think that of the 2 sites, this is the more important one to know util for. First up is the heaven smoke. Now, fun fact, when you're setting up, even if you're walking and you drop into the water, you still make a splash noise, which they can hear. So always make sure you walk down the stairs into this corner right here for heaven, in between this and this, halfway up, forward jump throw. And then you're gonna throw a cam smoke in the corner here, left click, and right click on this little corner thing here, jump throw. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna actually throw a molly with a regular left right click, just right here where the part of the arch and the railing meet. That's gonna give you a full A site execute set. There's obviously a bunch more stuff I could show you on Anubis, but for the 5 must know nades, I think those are the best. All right, next up, we're gonna do Ancient, because I wanna do this from order of maps that people need to know utility the most, I feel, to the least. First things first, the house smoke. So you're gonna come onto the edge of this wall right here, and then you see just this, where this line meets the edge of these 2 stones, right here, jump throw. That's gonna give you a clean, easy, fairly reliable house smoke. These stairs can be finicky and give you bad bounces sometimes, so just make sure you are actually lined up on the edge of the wall as much as possible. From the same spot, you're gonna throw the mid flashes. You see the Y of this tree right here, just on the top of the Y like that, jump throw, and then you see the edge of this corner right here, jump throw. What this is gonna do is it's gonna give mid flashes that blind the players running out of house. This one's gonna go first and blind them, and then when they turn and come into cubby like this and then go to peek, this one is going to blind them as well. Now, on the other side of things is the CT mid util. For this, you're gonna throw an instant bottom mid smoke, and there's a few ways you can throw it. It's very simple. If you spawn towards the right side, anywhere over here, run up to this corner like this, and then you see just like this little black mark right here, jump throw. If you spawn towards the left side, you can just run up to this corner over here, and then you just see just like the top of this thing, right where this line leads up right here, jump throw. Both of these are going to give you really crispy, nice, instant bottom mid smokes that the T's are going to encounter right as they run up and try to play around their own mid util. While you're doing that, your teammate's going to throw a molly bottom mid like this that makes it so that if they run through the smokes, they're in the flames. Very fast, okay? A site execute. Left side of this little thing right here, right dead in the center on this little crack, jump throw, that's donut. Come into this corner, crouch, and then you see the bottom corner like this, uncrouch, jump throw. That's gonna give you a really clean donut smoke that they can't push out and beat, and then this is gonna give you a really clean CT smoke that covers all the angles. That's it. That's Ancient. Those are the most important nades you have to know. All right, next up, Vertigo. Vertigo is actually a lot puggier of a map, I think, than people realize. There's not a ton of util you have to know, but there is some very crucial util you have to know for ramp. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna come onto the edge of this wall right here. You're gonna cock the nade back. You see this line as it runs to the end of the light like this. You're gonna run forward and release as you get to the end of the light. Now, the idea is that this nade is thrown quickly. So get into a server and practice this one, because I promise you'll get better at it over time and you'll be able to basically just throw it on the run. What this ramp does, obviously, is just makes it so that the T's can't play bottom ramp and get sort of easy looks on side halls or people swinging out like this. There are one ways, so be mindful of them, but you can sort of challenge the T's, especially if you have an off. After you throw this smoke, you are going to come towards this corner of the wall right here, and you're going to throw the ramp flashes. Ideally, you have one teammate who's swinging ramp and one teammate who's swinging side halls. First things first, you're gonna throw a ramp flash like this, and then you're gonna throw a second flash like this. The first one is a standard ramp flash that's gonna blind anyone running through. The second one is a side halls flash that's gonna blind anyone who beats up here on a good spawn and tries to get into side halls quickly. The other really good nade that your teammate can throw while you're throwing this util is whoever is swinging ramp can throw a molly off of this pillar right here. It'll land shallow like that and beat any sort of actual ramp rush. So one really crucial smoke you have to know on T side is the side hall smoke. You're gonna get someone into this corner right over here, and then you see just this little gap like that, jump throw. What this is gonna do is it's gonna smoke side halls early so that as the T's are running up ramp, that's smoked off, they can completely ignore it, take the fight's ramp, and the CT player who is playing side halls and is trying to get to fight you is completely smoked off from the get-go. They cannot beat this smoke. It's impossible. The only other crucial smokes you have to know for T side are the left side and right side smokes. You cannot plant the bomb on Vertigo without left side and right side smokes. Left side smoke in the corner here, bottom of this beam, jump throw. For right side, you're literally just gonna come up ramp like this towards the back of the wall, just shimmy up a little bit, don't expose yourself to headshot, and then basically just run and bounce a smoke off of the white wall right there. You can see it doesn't have to be exact, it just covers off the area. What the left side and right side smokes allow you to do is just cover the sight angles while you swing out, clear side halls, and get a plant right here. Okay, that's basically it for Vertigo. There's obviously a lot more I can show you, but those are just the basic nades you have to know. Next up, Nuke. The first thing is called the set smoke, and it's gonna do is cover the cross from big box over to red. It's called a set smoke because you basically have someone throw it every single round, even if you're gonna go for an inner take, just because it keeps the CTs guessing outside. Easiest way to throw it, standing right here in spawn. This second pillar from the wall, you're gonna tuck yourself into this corner right here, and then you see the bottom of this railing thing right here, jump throw. This is an easy set spawn smoke you can throw every single round. It's gonna cover your teammates as they either cross to red or try to play a one-way on top of big box like this, or don't come outside at all. Now, if you do want to do an outside take, there are two sets of smokes you can throw, two walls, if you will. The first one is called the secret cross. Now, this is the most famous. It's the one you see the longest dating back in Counter-Strike. You're gonna come onto the edge of this truck right here, and then halfway up this window ledge thing right here, jump throw. The second smoke, you're gonna come onto, you see this like dot right here, jump throw. What this is gonna do is throw what's in Europe called the second smoke and the third smoke. And it's gonna give your teammates an easy cross across secret as they go into lower. Now, the other set you can throw is what's sometimes called the diagonal wall. For that, you're gonna come into this corner right here. It's sort of annoying to get into sometimes. And then just in the middle of this third window over here, jump throw, and then basically right over into this window right here, forward jump throw. Now, what this is gonna do is it's gonna create a diagonal wall that completely cuts off visibility from big and from mini and from what's sometimes called Zywoo over here. Basically give you outside control without restricting you to play behind red. So you can come out and play an open space like this. You can push right up onto mini. It just gives you a little more freedom. The last smoke is a single smoke, and it's if you just want to smoke off big garage. You're gonna come up onto this pipe thing right here, and then you see the bottom right corner of this like notch thing, jump throw. This is a great smoke if you basically just have one smoke or you want to basically get an opper off of big garage and actually take some aim duels on credit and Zywoo and mini and stuff like that. Next up, Overpass. This map can be a nightmare to pug. I'm not gonna lie to you. It sort of always is. What I can do is show you just 5 really crucial nades that will make it easier. First things first, the monster smoke. So this is a pretty basic smoke, but you have to know it. You're gonna get into the corner of this dumpster right here. You're going to crouch, put your crosshair right on the edge of this and jump while crouching. What this is gonna do is it's gonna bounce off the railway track. It's gonna land right at the base of monster so that any Ts who come down and try to play and get a peek on jail can't see through it. Similarly, the CTs can come and play monster and spam like this with an A1S and see if they can catch, you know, some damage on any Ts who are lurking behind it. It's a basic smoke. You basically throw it on every buy round. Now, for top side CT, things get a little more complicated. First things first is the fountain smoke. You're gonna get into the corner of this vent thing right here, and then you see just the top part of that grill over there, jump spray. What it's gonna do is it's gonna smoke off the top part of T ramp and make it so that any Ts who are pushing up the ramp are instantly denied any visibility onto fountain. By the same token, the CTs playing mid like this can get a fully obfuscated view onto the ramp itself and get all of this map control. Now, while you're throwing that, what your teammate is gonna do is throw what's called the playground volley. So you see this line right here, just this gray sort of ledge thing, right in the middle of it, you're gonna run, and then right as you get in between these two ledge doorway things, you're just gonna do a simple jump throw. It's a very easy small you throw on the fly, and in combination with the fountain smoke, it's gonna deny any map control to the Ts right off the cuff, right as they're trying to get into top side. Last up, the short mollies. You gotta know one for T and one for CT. As you're leaving spawn, coming onto the site, you're gonna stop right in the middle of this doorway, and then 1, 2, 3, top of the third one, left click. Just lands right at the base of short pipe like that and makes it so that any Ts who are trying to take fast short control are met with flames instead. Now, on the T side of things, what you're gonna do is you are going to left click, right click on the bottom of this B right here. And then you see just like this splotch right here. It's kind of hard to make out, but like just that right there. As you're running forward on the base of the B, jump throw. What that's going to do is give you a really consistent short molly that makes it so that after the CTs throw their own molly, they are now eating their own flames as they try to punish the short pipe swing. Next up is Inferno. Now, I feel like a lot of you probably already know Inferno util, so I'm just going to show you 5 or so nades that I think are really excellent and are sort of unique to CS2. First things first, the window flash. There is a window flash in this game. There's actually a couple ways you can throw it, but this is how I do it. What you're going to do is jump up on this ledge right here in the corner, and then you see just the top part of this like stop sign thing right here at when the timer reaches 146. Jump throw. What this is going to do is make it so that even the guy with the best spawn who swings out car like this, or who tries to hold the half wall, is going to get blinded. It's basically just a first contact flash that gets anyone with an early peek off of banana. Next up is what's called the God CT smoke. You're gonna come onto the left side of this gas lid container thing, and then right on the left side of that steeple, left click. This is called the God CT smoke because what it does is bounces up onto the ledge like this, but it also blocks the boost. So anyone who's up on the boost like this can't see as the Ts are running in. For the coffin smoke, you're gonna get into this corner over here. You're going to crouch, and then you see this second of these Christmas light ball things. Top corner, top right of it, where it meets the rope like that, left click. Now, this is gonna give you a pretty reliable coffin smoke that even if someone tries to jump up like this and hold the angle, it's going to blind them. The smoke will sometimes move because that's the nature of smokes in CS2, but you can see that generally speaking, they have to jump up to actually see over it, and then you can just punish that. Next up, my favorite is the new box molly. This molly was notoriously finicky in CSGO. I would say it's even worse in CS2, but I have a very good lineup that works literally every single time. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get in this corner right here, and then instead of looking up here for anything like that, you see this chevron thing right here on the wood, halfway up the chevron, right here, jump throw. This is gonna give you a very consistent, perfectly spread new box molly every single time. All right, I'm gonna show you one CT smoke because it's so value and really, really god tier. What you're gonna do is you're going to come into the chair corner right here, and then you see just this like little chip white thing on the wall, jump throw. What this is going to do is it's going to smoke bottom ramp off the cuff instantly. So when the Ts are running up to take mid or banana control, they are instantly met with smoke. Either have to respect it or push through to fight middle or push through to fight banana into the CTs that are awaiting them from one or both directions, waiting to crunch them. Really good smoke that you should basically throw every single round. It's kind of overpowered, honestly. That's it. That's Inferno. There's obviously a ton more I could show you, but those are the ones you need to know. Last and absolutely least, Mirage. All right, first things first, arguably the most famous smoke in all of Counter-Strike, the window smoke. Now, there are a lot of ways to throw this smoke. I hate pretty much all of them. I find there are tons of inconsistencies, so I'm gonna show you the way I throw it, and it works every time, and it's the way that I used to throw it on 64 tick in CSGO. You're gonna come into the corner where the garbage can is here, and you're actually just going to crouch. You're gonna put your crosshair right here at the edge of this railing as it meets the white, walk forward, and then jump while crouching right before you reach the base. It lands in the center every single time. No one-ways, no missed bounces, no off the bottom, whatever. Next up, A smokes. I know most of you know these, but there are some people who don't, and you have to know them if you're gonna pug Mirage. All of them, not just one. First off, for ticket, you're gonna come into this corner right here, the flat part of this wall, sort of where this splotch thing is, and then you see the end of this little wood protrusion thing. You're just going to jump throw. What this is gonna do is throw a ticket smoke that actually bounces and lands on top of ticket, so that someone who tries to boost up here and play the one way is going to get denied. Next up is jungle and stairs. You can actually throw them from the same spot. So you see right here, this center pillar like this. You're gonna take the bottom UI, the little like T logo on the bottom of the screen, and you're gonna line it up with the right side of this trapezoid, left click. For the jungle smoke, you're gonna put your crosshair to the left of the trapezoid, left click. What this is gonna do is give you perfect right side smokes that land every single time. The smoke is not gonna extend down into sandwich, so someone can't drop and sort of rat here. It's perfect right side smokes, and with your ticket smoke is going to give you a nice, easy, basic, full site execute. Last nade I'm going to show you on T-side is the under palace molly, because friendly reminder, if you go palace on T-side, it is your responsibility to molly underneath, not the ramp players. So what you're going to do is, of these three big pillars, you're going to come to the left side of the centermost one. You're going to cock the nade back while your crosshair is up on the top of this roof ledge thing, and then run forward. Right when your crosshair gets here to the top of the light, that is when you are going to release the molly. So it looks just like this. And that is going to go right underneath, and it's going to molly anyone who's playing underneath. All right, that is it. That's Mirage. I know a lot of you know this util already, but there are some newer players out there, or some already existing players who do need a refresher on this stuff. All right, that's it. Those are, in my estimation, the 5 or so nades that you have to know on every map in CS2. Thank you so much for watching. I love making content like this, so I'd love to make more. Please let me know in the comments what else you'd like to see, what other styles of utility, what other styles of instructional videos. I really enjoy this stuff, so please let me know what you guys want. See you next time.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring the notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit us up on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.